What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol COIN for Coinbase Global. Of course, this is the crypto broker, so it's going to be tied closely to crypto prices. Be aware of that market as well. On the left-hand side, we're looking at the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, the 30-minute intraday time frame. This one did just announce earnings after the close today, so let's flip on our extended hours session and just kind of see what's going on as of right now. So certainly some volatility right after the announcement. You can see this upper wick is way up here. The lower wick is way down here, but as of right now, kind of opening in this meat of today's range where we spent a majority of our time. So let's just assume that we open within range. Obviously, a lot can happen between now and 9:30, the bell tomorrow morning, so be aware of that. But for the sake of today's video, we will assume we're opening inside of this two-day balance. Now, with newer IPOs, what we always do is just mark off our IPO opening print, which is up here around this 381.25, and of course the high of the opening drive up there closer to 430. We'll focus in now on the more relevant price action, and jumping off the page to me is this area in here, 255.15, if we could get a click there, and then as support down here close to 214.09. And basically what we've just done is drawn in a little bit of a range, and we've broken out of this range, right? So if earnings can keep us outside and up above our 255 number, what we look to do is just double this range to the upside. That's how we play balances. So that being said, what does that look like? Here is the range. Doubling that to the upside, just based on a quick eyeball test, would be something like this. And where is that in terms of a dollar number? Right around 293, we'll call it for round number's sake. So I'm not saying it has to go there, but that would be fulfilling sort of the general rules of balance breakouts when we're looking at a technical perspective. So that's an upside target. How else do we play this? Well, I think it's really noteworthy that on today's activity, we did come down and fill the gap underneath us. So that strikes me as bullish that we saw a bit of a gap fill reversal, right? There's a bit of a lower wick here off of that 264.04. And then I also like the fact that our two-day highs are nearly coinciding at 281.25, we'll call it. Any breaks up and over that area sets into play a breakout of the mini balance, right, the two-day balance, to fulfill the doubling of the larger balance up to our next target at 292.92, which we discussed just a minute ago. Focusing the attention over to the 30-minute time frame now to see if we got it right, let's shift the extended hours off, zoom in a bit here and see what levels we're missing. I want to point out this sort of zone in here and down to about here, just to keep on your radar, right? Depending on where we open, this is going to help impact or rather influence the decision that you make. Do we open in this area down here? Do we open in the middle, or do we open in the top, right? So thirds, you can think of it as, if we open in the top third, that's obviously more bullish. If we open in the middle third, more neutral, excuse me, and then in the lower third, more bearish, right? So three different ways to think about the potential open, depending on what happens with the earnings and how the market sort of handles that in the overnight session. Three different ways to think about it. Obviously, the breakout doesn't change over 281. If we open neutral, kind of sit on your hands until we come back up and retest the top end of the two-day balance. I would wait for something like this, a lower or a higher low, and then boom, take the break on the second touch there. And the same goes to the downside. If we open in the middle, I wouldn't just take the short. If we move down here, I would wait for a dead cat and then boom, take the break that looks something like that. Of course, the bearish case, if we open somewhere down here, look for a flush point to develop early on in the day and take us back down towards the top of balance at 255. So three different ways to think about the potential open tomorrow in Coinbase. If you enjoyed today's video or learned anything new, let me know down below in the comments section or by simply leaving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked down below in the description. And all of that being said, we wish you a green trading week.